York City through Marvel comic books. Spider-Man lived in Queens. The first time I saw the Roosevelt Island tram was in Spider-Man, and I remember my mother drove me to the city and it shocked and scared. Oh my God, it does exist. So Marvel was showing me places in New York that I heard about, that I knew existed, that I couldn't go to. So I'm this little comic book kid, and I would just indulge myself into this world of Marvel comic books. Like Catholic school, you know how that is. If you wear a uniform, you're a mark. Because the public school kids, this is what they think, the thought. So it's a world of superheroes, and that world of comic books made you feel mighty. Something crazy happened. This thing called hip hop comes over the bridge from the Bronx. Changes my life. I hear the music. I hear what the MCs is saying. I see the breakdancers, the way they dressed, the way they moved. It was like, oh man, superheroes came to life. The graffiti artists, the colors, and the styles were like right out of a comic book. So hip hop was almost like the comic book coming to life. But then something else crazy happened. I first heard Grandmaster Flash doing the quick mix of, it's either Good Times, I think it was Super Sperm. And the record, I just heard, now I can't see this, but I can hear it. And just by hearing it, I felt it. I heard a tape of the Grandmaster Flash. Right away, you go, what the hell is that? The Grandmaster, what the? And he takes the record Super Sperm, Super Sperm, At that time, me and my brother was 3 years older than me, the same way I used to take my favorite blanket and put it around my neck and pretend that I was Batman and Superman. Because it's all imagination, it's all creativity, it's all make-believe. The same way I used to pretend I was a superhero of the comic books, I gotta do that. Now, I'm not thinking of being in the music business, you gotta understand. I just wanted to do that thing. Like, remember when you go see a Kung Fu movie and you see Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan? First thing you do when you come out the movie is run into a flying kick into your friend's back. Boom! Because you wanted to do that. So I was like, whatever I gotta do to do that. My brother was a little older than me, but we had a problem. We wasn't drug dealers. We wasn't in a street gang. And it was crazy. Back in the day, young people on my block was robbing houses. Now I'm a scared little Catholic school kid. First of all, I don't want to go in nobody's house. So I'm afraid he kept. So me and my brother had a problem. We had no resources. But my brother, a little older, yo, we got this huge collection of comic books. So we did a comic book sale to buy 2 turntables and a mixer. I created a character. I was like, I'm gonna be Grandmaster Get High. Because when my music plays, you're gonna be intoxicated. So I used to just spend time in the basement being Grandmaster Get High. I learned to do Super Sperm, I learned to do Good Times, Good Times, Good. I learned to do I Can't Stop. I learned to quick mix. And it was done. That's all there was to it. Comic books, reading and writing, and drawing, took a black and white notebook out, and just went to work. I was 2 entities. I was Grandmaster Get High, but my writing, lyrical poet personality was Easy D. My name is Darryl, so it's easy for Darryl to write rhymes. I became Easy D, and I just took off now. I was just writing rhymes just because the rhyme thing went with the DJ thing. That's all it was, and it was all pretend and make believe.
Because that's why Run came to you, right?
Yes.
That myth.
Yes.
Because you had this book of rhymes.
Yes, I started writing in 7th, 8th grade.
About 12, right?
And I'm just doing it. And then I'm living my life. I'm just doing it. What had happened is, in 8th grade, we had a basketball rim in the schoolyard. And I went to Rice High School in Harlem, 124th Street in Lenox, and something crazy happened when I got there. I got to Rice High School, and from 9th grade to 12th grade, I started hearing the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 before they even made records. And something was different about that. Because like I said, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Funky 4+1, Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation, they wasn't talking about Jordan strings and disco and my limousine. They were rhyming about things me as a young person could relate to. Up in the morning, out to school, teacher teaching the golden rule about science, mathematics, and history. So they were talking politics. They were talking social issues. They were still talking about how great they were, but they were talking about my total existence. So that took my writing game to a whole nother level. At one point I was hating recorded rap, and I would sit around wonder, why didn't they do what I just heard on these tapes on the records? So make a long story short, that was me for 4 years at Rice High School, 124th Street in Lenox.
I'm just so glad that that's not a myth, because I tell my students this story all the time, and I'm relieved.
Yeah, hip-hop didn't just create rappers. So me and Ron come in the game, you know what I'm saying? In the game, hip-hop is selling records now. But we noticed that Planet Rock and The Message was separate. So we came up with the idea, let's do it like that. Let's put the good and the bad on the record. So we did that. Ron already had the Suck MC rhyme, because originally, I wasn't going to be in the group. Ron saw, and this is go to you students who say, I tell kids this, especially in middle school and high school. Yeah, but they're giving me this math, I will never use this again. Right, you will never probably have to do that equation again in your life. But the tools and component and method of you solving that, you're gonna have to use. So me, I'm armed and dangerous. I'm a little comic book nerd kid that reads, writes, and draws. I'm a lethal weapon. Joe saw that in me. But originally it was gonna be DJ Run in the OK crew. Russell was gonna put Run with this white lady DJ from London who had a pantomime breakdancer. And Run said, "Hey, you gotta be in the group with me because I don't want to be with them." It was the funniest thing ever. So he puts me in the group. Run was gonna make Suck MCs by itself. At the end of that record, Russell knew I could write. Originally, I was gonna perform It's Like That with Run in the studio, but Run was gonna tour by itself and probably have a hype man doing my parts. So Run, he comes out the booth and we record It's Like That, and that's the way it is. I think the reason why our old school isn't a time period. Old school is a consciousness and a presence. It's a way for you people in this room to creatively and artistically demonstrate who you are by whatever means that is. That's what the old school is. I don't want hip hop to be like it was when I was doing it. I want it to be better than it was when I was doing it, because it can be. And it's just not, when I judge hip hop now, I don't speak from being 40 and 50 years old. I don't speak from being 50 now. I always born a kid. I'm judging you like I was 12 to 18 years old. And the reason why Mel and me and Chuck D and all of us who are older now so critical, my generation demanded more from people of my generation. My young people, the typical rapper was 12 to 25 years old. And 99% of the records that play on Hot 97 and Power and all these stations, if you would have brought that to me when I was 17, man, get this bullshit out of my face. And you would have been challenged to go home. But we didn't do rock music to get white people to like us. We didn't do rock music to become rock stars. We did rock music because it was already a powerful element of hip-hop anyway. Comes in various forms because it's the same feelings, but different expression. The reason why the Beastie Boys was able to make rock records, and Eminem could make rock records, and Korn, Limp Bizkit, Blink 182, Sum 41, Darryl Wembley and them said, when we started, we was trying to be Run DMC. But they made those records, it was just something about our presence. So that's why the Beastie Boys worked. We was recording in Chungking House of Metal. We was recording in a heavy metal studio. Slayer, Anthrax, all the punk rocks, Ramones, everybody was recording there. Rick Rubin said, yo, I got a studio y'all should use. And it was perfect for the feeling because R&B and all the other forms was corporate. Oh, you gotta go to the Hit Factory and this and that. So Rick Rubin starts working with us leading up to Raising Hell, but before that, he brings 3 white guys in. Now, how many of y'all know who the 3 Stooges is? So, Mo, Larry, Curly. Now, this is before they, they got older, the BCs, and became Buddhists and whatever. Imagine Rick Rubin goes to Jay, yo, Jay, you think these 3 guys can make a rap song? And Jay turns and you see the 3 Stooges over there. Boing, boing, boing. And Jay just said, yeah, why not? And they did it. We had made the record Slow and Low. Yeah, he was like, why not? And the reason why the Beasties worked is this. There wasn't white rappers trying to be black rappers. They didn't rap about Adidas and gold chains and all that. Mike D took a plastic chain and snatched the gold Volkswagen emblem off of Volkswagen Beetle and threw around his neck and went like this. And all the black people real recognize real. Yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a big chain with Adidas and stuff like that. They were their presentation, but using the same format. And that's all the first album was. It was a whole collection of, Suck MCs was the beat jam. Suck MCs was just a beat and a rapper. That's the raw, true form of hip hop. A lot of people in the game now, and y'all know, they make good records. But if you said you gotta come in here and rock this crowd for 2 hours and you can't do none of your record lyrics, do it.
I want to know what your thoughts are on J. Cole.
J. Cole is a unique spirit that was presented to this universe for a very specific reason. Not only to show that hip hop isn't dead, it also shows you could do you could be who you wanted to be, because there's always a need for that. J. Cole, Kendrick, they're in that thing where, you know, Kendrick said something that was real cool in an interview last week. And I was just proud because it was somebody younger than me saying it. He said, I don't do everything because all money ain't good money.
Yep.
Next question.
Hello. I wanted to know what was your biggest default and how did you overcome it?
Oh wow, great question. My biggest default, in this business, I talk about this in my new book. In this business, seeing people do wrong things in the business just to get a check, or even I talk about this in my book too, or seeing, Run and Jay do things creatively that I disagreed with, and didn't speak up about it. And that led to me becoming an alcoholic. And when I went to rehab, my therapist said, D, I love drinking. I never liked weed. Weed made me forget stuff and lose stuff. You look crazy. And alcohol makes you feel like the Hulk. But that's another story. But I was drinking because I wasn't telling the truth. There was a lot of things that I saw people do to people in this business. And I'd probably be in jail. Didn't have to beat nobody up to defend and show, yo, this is wrong, you can't do that around me. So I would watch this happen and go drink. Or there was a time period where Run and Jay wanted to do stuff to get radio play, to be, like, for me, if I could do Suck MCs every day for the rest of my life, while everybody's changing and getting new and getting lyrical, that's what I'm gonna do, because you don't realize what I did as a kid will always be new to that new young generation, even when I'm 40. Like when I do shows now, I'll go do a show and I get this from the young people. They go, yo, DMC, the young bucks don't put it down like you. And then my peers, 40, 35 to 60 years old, will say, they say this, true story. Yo, DMC, when I came to see you, I thought I was going to get some old man rap bullshit. But I'm still creating the way I'm 12 years old. And that being said, staying true to who I am. And being a team player is very important if you're able to do that. I was being a team player and it was hurting me. And one of the examples in my book is when Biggie put out More Money, More Problems, in 1987, I did this record called Chill with a Mill, but you still got beef. And I got $1 million and I still got trouble in my life, which was pre-Biggie. But the thing that hurt me when I went to Brother Jay, I got this idea, this analogy, we don't want to do that, we need to do this. And I went with that. So I was holding in my truth, but it was in me bubbling and it wanted to self-destruct. But since I couldn't release it, I suppressed those emotions with the alcohol. So one of the things that I say, I regret not being, it would have been easier for me to say, yo, Run and Jay, I don't agree with that, I'm leaving the group. And that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And people look at people that do that, you walk away from $1 million. But my integrity is more important than any check and being on any TV show or whatever.
So yeah,
Hey, what's up, man?
alright, good. So me myself, I'm inspired to be like a rapper. I'm still like an MC, right? So
Right.
I see a lot of like New York rappers now. They not getting the shine and stuff like that like it used to be back in your time. And I just want to know like how you feel about that. Like how you feel about all the down south dudes getting all the shine.
Well, it's their time.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the time. In the business world, the business is not interested on representing the real hip hop and all that. No. We used to get mad at record companies, but then I realized something. A record company is in business to sell records. So they're not going to put out a positive black young youth guy rapping about good things when negativity and disrespect and the over-glamorization of violence and sex is the thing that's selling. Ice-T let it be known this. He said, the record business, sex and violence will always sell more than everything else. But goodness can sell too. Are you willing to work to make yourself be heard?
So you're clearly a historical figure in hip-hop history. So you've seen the evolution of the industry. So music went from loving women to completely degrading women to women degrading themselves.
That's crazy.
So what kind of advice would you give a young woman like myself trying to get into the industry and change things?
Oh, I would go make songs that talk about respecting women and empowering women. Find a unique sound that will get you some attention. And out of the midst of all that, when we did Rockbox, Run DMC was rapping over rock and made people go, hey, what's that about? So as an artist, you're trying to come in, you don't got to do what Nicki did, you don't got to do what Lauren did, you don't got to find the canvas that you could paint on and talk about the things that's not being talked about. Even for dudes, at every stage in hip hop, the person that is hottest was always different from everybody that was out. In the era of No Limit, Death Row, and Sean Diddy's company, Bad Boy, it was the shiny shoot era. Master P had a gold tank. DJ Scratch told me all of these guys was talking about the riches and the material stuff. And then comes a man who sold 2 #1 records in the same year, who really got problems and people could relate to him. DMX stepped on the stage by himself, and then Jay-Z was over there, Ja Rule was over there, Diddy and them was ruling. He stepped to the mic and was like, only people that love me is my dog and my grandmother. Where my dogs at? And people could relate to that. His presentation was very unique. The story I heard, Leo Cohen went to, where did Locks in them from? Yeah, went to Yonkers, looking to see the locks and see what was going on there. He walked into the place where they all was at, and it was a dude over there with a crazy ass voice rhyming with his jaw wired shut. And it was DMX. But his presentation and his flow was so unique. So for you, we need you now. We need you now. If hip hop is so good, what happened to the fully clothed female rapper?
Yep.
Moni Love, Bahamadia, MC Light, Latifah, bring that back. Bring that, let these dudes do their monotonous, boring thing. Make a record about, yeah, I go to the clubs, but I'm also, you know what I'm saying? We need to see, our young girls need to see other girls who are not running after rappers and athletes. And once they see that, it'll do something, it'll change them. It's so disrespectful with our hip-hop, the images of our women and the dudes. Listen, I'm glad Nicki Minaj got a statue, but you see how they put it in there? That's telling you how you're thinking. Why couldn't they just be standing up? You know what I'm saying? Would they ever do that to Aretha Franklin? No. So, to tell you, artistically, if you sing like Nicki right now, she's just another Nicki. Or if you come like Lauren, she's just another. Find a sound. Because sound, music, I'm getting spiritual now. Music is a vibration. Find your vibration and do something, say, do your interviews and say, I'm here to change the way women look at themselves. And all of my Now you got the platform. I'll be listening and looking for it. Yes, it's changing and it has to, it must.
I feel like it's the same thing with fashion.
Oh,
With the genre.
okay.
And I wanted to know what advice do you have to like be different.
Yeah.
And out, because I don't like doing the same thing that everybody.
But it seems it's the thing that gets you the deal.
Yes, that's what it is. It's like spandex is the new thing now.
Right. And everybody
wants me to make something that's spandex. I'm like, oh, can you please change it to something that's.
Well, from your perspective, what do you think is needed in fashion right now?
I feel like outfits and garments that's more constructive and less revealing of like.
Well, really? Well, you know what you do? You don't have to attack with a whole catalog of that stuff. Go figure out 1 or 2 pieces that is your vision, and then share it. Make 1 or 2 pieces and give it to some of your friends.
That's sweet.
How can I describe it? Nowadays, I watch for the last 15 years in hip-hop, young people standing outside of these labels with their demos, waiting for Jay-Z when Jay-Z was at the Def Jam and L.A. Reid to come out. And L.A. Reid coming out right to the car, and everything was stopping. And then I was watching, he's there the next day, and you ain't getting no meetings and stuff like that. You have everything necessary to be seen, heard, and get your thing going on. We didn't ask for permission. I didn't ask for permission to be a musician, DMC rapper guy. You know why? Because the dudes before me taught me something. You don't need permission to be you, and you necessarily don't need a big budget. You need a great presentation and a place to let it be seen, heard, or viewed. And what did we do? Man, we want to do what Studio 54 is doing. They have a building, they're having fun, and they're playing music, and they're coming together and they're having fun. Oh, first of all, you, everybody go home and get an extension cord, because this is about to be on. Take that screwdriver, bust that light pole open, plug up. You go get your turntable, you go get your turntable, you go get your brother's mixer, everybody go home and get 2 of the same records. So we went to the park, we played our music and heard so it could be noticed. And people at first they hated it. The young people playing that loud music. Oh, I like that song. So now it's cool. Now, what's happening? Parents all know where we at. Nobody's shooting, nobody fighting until some fool at the end of the night pulls out a gun and shoots anybody. That's when it starts. So we playing the music there, right? And then the other guy, man, I got an outlet to do my poetry. We ain't spend no money to do it. Then the guys, oh man, we need a dance floor. We didn't save our allowance to go get wood and hammers and nails. Yo, go over there and cut that cardboard box up. Put it down there. We got a dance floor. So you have to be as innovative as the first. You know what you do? Here's it. Remember, you learn from the elders. Don't look at what they're doing now. Go back and see what the first fashion designers did to get noticed. When there wasn't investors giving you, oh, I like your style. I know what's going on now. I'll give you $50 million, just do what they're doing so we can compete. I want to make my money back, I want to rob you blind. Go back and see, act like fashion don't exist. And find out what they did. Find out somebody, find out a young girl who wants to be a sewing machine lady girl. Find out somebody, you can't do it by yourself. I said downstairs when I go to schools now, I said, y'all so busy selling yourselves out, you're so much talent. There's a corporation in there. You go to school to be the manager, you go to school to be communications, you go to school to be marketer, you could be the artist, you go to school to be the lawyer, you go to school to be the production person. Find like-minded individuals, somebody who's going to wake up with you every morning. And the FUBU guys started with hoodies and hats. So find 2 or 3 pieces that women value, that is presentable, and start there. And watch what happens. People will start talking about, what's your name? Iman?
Yeah, but my clothing line name is
Latanya, but not yet. They'll talk about the young girl named Iman with the glasses that has brilliant designs. That's all you need first. I just share my situation, my circumstances with y'all as an example that maybe you could pull 1 or 2, 3 things, maybe all of it, and apply it to an area in your life. But whether it's college students, whether it's grown-ups, whether it's high school students or the middle school students that I speak to, from day one, you can check my resume, Christmas time in Hollis, Queens, I'm DMC in a place to be. I just want y'all to know, I don't like when people in my generation even say, D, I'm a fan. You're not a fan, because that implies that I'm above you. I'm not better than you. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not greater than you. I'm not even more talented than you. When you see me, I don't want you to say, he's the celebrity guy, or he's the rock star. When you see me, I want you to see yourselves and what can happen when you take advantage of every opportunity offered to you, no matter how small or corny it may seem, because you need to participate in whatever that is. And I'm gonna close with this. When we did Walk This Way, me and Ron didn't want to do Walk This Way. We wanted to sample it and talk about how good we are. It was originally going to be it was 86. I was going to come on, I'm DMC and a place to be, the best MC in history. Been rapping on the mic since 83. There will never be an MC better than me, and I'm DJ Ron and I'm #1. Rick Rubin goes, y'all should do the record over the way Aerosmith did it. Jam Master Jay, rest in peace. Jay goes, yo, that might be a great idea, man. Anybody else? Me and Ron was like, yo, Jay, yo, what you talking about, Jay? Because we thought they was taking this rap thing too far, because we had did Rockbox and King of Rock. Me and Ron looked at Leo Cohen, our publicist Russell, and the people from Cold Proud Records. And me and Ron said this to them. Y'all can be happy as you want, but y'all better not put this record out as a single. Fast forward, we dropped the Raising Hell album. The single that was known was My Adidas and Peter Piper. We come to New York, DJ Red Alert goes, I'm about to play the best rap song out to date. Me and Ron knew it was either My Adidas or Peter Piper. Red Alert throws on Walk This Way. We shooting up the charts. We have no idea what's going on. We walk into the dressing room in the midst of the Raising Hell tour, and Leo Cohen goes, it was brilliant that we released Walk This Way without running them knowing, not knowing he was in the room. And then he sees us. Me and Ron like, what did you just say? We released Walk This Way without you. Because what they did is, they sent My Adidas and Peter Piper to all the black stations. They sent Walk This Way to all the white rock stations, but they also sent Walk This Way to all the black stations. The reason why I bring that up to y'all is this. Y'all in school, artistic, fashion, anything, and you're on the cusp of it. Always be open to try something new and different, because it won't only just change your life. Walk This Way changed my life, but it also can change the world.
Sleazy, with a classic kind of sassy, little skirt hanging way up her knee. It was 3 young ladies.